Hey everyone, Dr. David here. We're here with David also, another David. And he came in from, where'd you come from?
Philly.
Philly, okay. So not too far here from New York City, but to treat for a hiatal hernia and had an experience. And I want to go over with a lot of you that are jumping to surgery as an option or are jumping to medication as an option. And as you know and have seen other videos of mine, they're not good options. The surgery has a really high failure rate and you can't reverse that. And then you can't do what we're about to talk about now, which is the hiatal hernia maneuver. We did it yesterday on him. Today's a Saturday, and he's here overnight. I guess you're going back to Philly tomorrow?
Yeah, I drove back yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Okay, I thought he was here overnight. Okay. So he went back to Philly and back in. That's at least an hour and a half, 2 hour.
It's 2 hours.
2 hour train ride at least. Yeah, well, you drove. So anyway, yesterday he went to bed. Now he's a guy that sleeps with, has a lot of acid reflux. I'll let him tell you a little bit more. Sleeps on a wedge like a lot of you do, and that's not good for your back, right? Because if you're sleeping on a wedge and you turn over to your side, that's like, walk around like this all day. And tell me how you feel after you walk around like that all day. You might get some sciatica down that side or something. You don't want to do that. So sleeping on a wedge is not an answer. It's a suppressant, I guess. If it works for you temporarily, okay. But many of you are on omeprazole. Many of you are taking antacids, and you've done that?
I'm doing omeprazole right now, and it's not, it hasn't taken away my reflux. I'm still experiencing it, so I've been doing it for 10 days or something, so.
Okay. How long have you had acid reflux and GERD for?
It really started up in an extreme way a month and a half ago, like kind of out of the blue, and started sleeping on the wedge pillow, which I have not been sleeping well for the last month and a half. Mm-hmm. Did H2 blockers for a while, the Pepsid AC, and been doing all the herbal stuff too. Mm-hmm. Marshmallow root tea and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, all the supplements, again, those are treating the symptoms, just like the H2 blockers, the PPIs. You've done the PPIs.
Yep.
All of that is antacids. All of that's just treating the symptoms. And the hiatal hernia maneuver is the only thing that addresses the cause. Surgery does too, right? They try to pull the stomach down and sew it up, and we won't get into that, but that has such a high failure rate and you can't reverse it. And this is the one technique that should be done first, but GI docs just don't know about it. So you also have the pit in your throat, the sore throat in the morning, right?
Yeah.
And you had that before, you think like a year or two before?
Yep, had like the clearing my throat a lot, tightness in my chest, like sometimes struggling to get a deep breath.
Yep, these are all common symptoms. And then I think he said already he gets the heart palpitations when he lies down.
Yeah, that was what started a month and a half ago, when my GERD just exploded and started, every time I would lay down and get heart palpitations. Wake up with like a lot of acid sourness in my mouth.
Mm-hmm. And, some people describe it as a metal taste in the mouth.
Yeah, and even sleeping up on my wedge pillow, I would still like have my heart would be kind of like beating. I would be like really alert.
Even on the omeprazole, correct?
Yes.
On the PPIs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did the technique yesterday. We think we did 5 repetitions, right?
Something like that, yeah.
And how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I slept lying down last night for the first time in a while, and
great.
I couldn't believe it. It was wild. I wasn't having acid come up in the night. I kind of kept checking myself. Is my heart pounding? And then I was doing good. It was really nice.
Yeah, and folks, there may be people like naysayers and skeptics out there commenting, You'll see them throughout some of the videos I've done. They just don't understand the vagus nerve, the heart palpitations, the panic attacks, even anxiety that comes from this condition, because they don't understand the neurophysiology and where the vagus nerve is. And that's why he's getting those symptoms. And maybe the hernia just got a little worse. But one thing he did leave out, and I left out, a little personal thing, he has kids, a 1 and a 4-year-old running around. The one's starting to try to run around, right?
Yep.
And the 4-year-old, forget about that, and he's heavy. So bending down and picking the kids up. If you sit a desk job and you have kids and you're holding the kids and like all of that, and then the kid's got his knee right in the side of your stomach while you're holding them. Where do you think your stomach's going? Up, especially if you bend down and pick them up in a twisted or in a wrong way. So all of those things can aggravate this, and bodybuilders, guys that are just athletic and work out a lot, they can attest to this. It's the same thing. Lifting your kids is like lifting weights. Trust me. They gain pounds and pounds by 4 years old. How much does he weigh?
Well, he's on the smaller side. He's 30-something pounds.
But an awkward shape, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a 30-pound dumbbell, right? So, yeah. Okay, so there you have it. If you have never done the osteopathic hiatal hernia maneuver, it's definitely worth checking out. You can try to find a chiropractor in your area that does it. And we used to get a lot of calls to ask me, don't do that, please. We don't know anybody in your area. You'll just have to do your own Google searching. But you can also get the Reflux Shield. So that's a patented device that I made to mimic what I do. And it's just as effective, if not more effective, because you can control the strength that you're using. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or comments below, feel free to comment. Anything else you want to say?
I'm feeling good about it.
So we're here for
I'm on the path.
We're here for treatment number 2, by the way, and he's gonna take home the Reflux Shield today. I think the fact I didn't know, I thought he stayed overnight. So we're gonna give him the Reflux Shield today, and we're gonna show him how to use that, and maybe we'll shoot a video just showing you guys how we do it on him. But we have videos for that. If you buy the Reflux Shield, it comes with a QR code and really specific directions on how to use it properly. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Dave. Thank you guys so much. If you got anything from this video, or even if you just like this view of the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building, give me a like and don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate you guys.